Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThatUmbrellaGuy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me. I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me. I'm a man.
All right. Hey, how is everybody doing? Whoa,
Blessed be to my win on your boulevard. Watching the Pillsbury Lord of Flesh trying to act hard. Talk trash like you want to step to me. A player, baby, you ain't even an NPC. It's that umbrella guy dropping all the bass. Sold in the slug saying you can keep this epic pace. Thinking you can trade rounds and make a stand. You fuck me, you clown, eating my verbal backhand. It's that umbrella guy. Coming back for more. Dust off the platinum grill and even the score. Yeah, I'm sitting here again, still wrecking liars. With my bass-driven verbal force amplified. You talk the bigger game until you got caught. Then you slink away knowing that you're bought. Just a parasite caught in my epic fall. Pretending you were a real man just a second ago. Why you wanna pretend? Acting like a player when you're just a faux backbone. Step into this real mic slayer. Pretending that you represent free speech. When bankrupt morality is all that you preach. A Netflix crew wants to tell you, please. Life itself seems to have found you, saying you have Hollywood connections. While eating my table scraps, praying for a career resurrection. Keep blogging, saying crowds adore you, when even your 3 readers tend to ignore you. A crowd pretending you're a mic wrecker. A lawyer with the skills of a grocery checker. Clean up on aisle 3. It's that umbrella guy. Preaching what's true to a mic wreck. Quasi-intellectual friend in the suit. Knowing that I wouldn't waste my time if your life wasn't such a cosmic punchline.
All right. Megan will be here in just a few minutes. I was like, here's a longer intro, Megan Fox. Or I'll be here in a minute. I love it. That's so funny, man. Today, oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. By the way, this is gonna be crazy stuff. Great song. I like that song. A lawyer with the skills of a grocery checker. Oh man, I mean, you've seen the accusations, right? You've seen the accusation before. Well, apparently they are indeed going with non-consensual as far as Clayton Echard is concerned. That's right. They are for sure. And we're going to show you what was posted. So Travis Stamp lawyer today, first of all, he ends up posting, claiming the tramp stamp lawyer. He actually posts. Let me show you. Let me show you that part real fast. While I'm waiting on Megan here, let me. I don't want to get into the document and then double back to it, but I do want to show you this part right here. This is funny. Give me 1 second here. He's already removed it, but luckily, you know, there's this weird thing called archives. So we do have the thing that he decided he would post and then unpost. And again, the document included something that I'm not sure it was supposed to include. I'm not really sure if they were like, well, maybe we need to remove that, but they did include it. They included, again, they are going with the non-consensual, the ARP message. Oh yeah, that's right. So everything else, since everything else doesn't work, I guess that's where we're going. And that is wild. But in that, the butthurt has been so real that look at that there. But hey, I'm just a tramp stamp lawyer, so what the heck do I know? Oh, that is one of the best things ever. I mean, I couldn't believe that. Man, Subi Sue, by the way. Let me give some love real quick for the start out. Subi Sue, first of all, started that out. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. Then I noticed more raining in. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships as well. That's amazing. Thank you again. Appreciate that. And on top of that, bam, another one fell in. So thank you. 7 gifted memberships there. Thank you. Appreciate that. Then we have Fallen Hero also. Thank you for a gifted membership. And on top of that, came out Red Queen. Thank you for the gifted membership. All of you, thank you. I appreciate that. That's crazy. 9 drop in right off the bat. I mean, I couldn't believe this stuff I saw. We're dealing with more threats for litigation. This is for from a person that already said that, you know, suing us into homelessness. And, you know, here's the thing. And any lawyer that actually, I don't know, understands the law would understand this. If you decide that you're going to try your case in the public, if you decide that you're going to introduce all of the stuff that we've been talking about, your client introduces that, people are allowed to have opinions about it. They are definitely allowed to discuss that. They are allowed to talk about whatever they want. So threatening that you're going to bankrupt and sue people into homelessness because they talk about your documentation, hell to the no. I mean, we've been covering what they put up as well as everything else. It's amazing because apparently you don't have the right narrative, I suppose. But as far as blogs are concerned, funny thing, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Somebody decided that they would put up something and then it would ghost. You know, that's what I haven't checked it to see if it's come back up or anything. But let me see. Let me actually see if it's give me 1 second. Let me check the archive and everything. It looks like maybe it came back up. Let me check the archive on that. Let me see if I want the first copy. I don't want to archive a copy that's not the copy that we were looking at earlier. I want to see the whole thing. So just give me 1 minute. I want to see what's there. Yeah, there's the archived version. All right, give me a second. I'm pulling this all the way up here. Like I said, Megan will be here in a minute. You know, I give her a hard time, but for real, she's got everything else to check on. So, oh, I think somebody has just entered the backstage. Let me check. Let me rifle around back here. Let's see. Let me see what all the stuff is back here first of all. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Oh, there you are, Megan. No.
Were you searching under the refrigerator for me?
Yeah, I was looking through my backstage area the other day. And some of this stuff back here is funny. Like I'd never since I'm not from the UK, the word row doesn't really, hit with me. So I kept saying row, and I had to remind myself it's not row, it's not row your boat. Today is crazy. I mean, we thought I didn't think we were going to do anything today, but
I don't think you saw this. Did you see what I just retweeted?
no,
Because I didn't see it in Douche Canoe's newest blog, but it must have come from somewhere that it's definitely his writing.
Okay.
Maybe I just skipped over it because it's so traumatic. But he's really going after Dave Neal in a way that is really upsetting to me.
Okay, let me pull up your.
I can. I'll just copy the link and put it in the private chat for you, so you don't have to.
You
don't have to scurry around looking for things on Twitter.
Having done many,
like the cockroach that you are.
Having done many defamation, that one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lordy.
I haven't read that. I mean, I just read it now on Twitter, and it's like, whoa.
Let's check this here. Having done many defamation cases, I can tell you, if Laura sues the JFC crew for defamation, it will be an absolute bloodbath. To use the metaphorical term like Trump did, not literally. Man, that sounds like a threat, Are you sure? Man, it's going to be a bloodbath? Oh, that's fascinating. Unless folks like Dave Neal have a really, 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 really good explanation. It's really strange that somebody that, again, hates the orange man so much really sounds like him,
Yeah.
For every defamatory thing they have said about Laura, my prediction is by this time next year, Laura's horses will be enjoying some new grazing land in Tennessee. Once the Neal family has been evicted from their home after losing a multi-million-dollar defamation case in federal court. I really hope that doesn't happen. But at this point, I don't see how that it is. It's not going to happen.
This is insane. So I tagged the bar. I've had enough of him. Like I've had enough of this. I've tagged the Arizona bar now, and I'm actually considering writing them a letter to just say, I don't know if you're aware of this, but in my 20 years of covering, like we have our fun here and like we're poking fun at this guy. But in my 20 years of covering court cases, I have never seen a lawyer act like this, make public threats like this. I believe that it is a violation of his ethics as an attorney to be threatening to have someone's family evicted from their home for a malicious lawsuit.
To sue you into homelessness. I mean, it's doubling down on that. Again, I didn't see this part. So this is indeed, we're sure he is, because it sounds like it.
It sounds like him. I'm asking for the link to because here's the thing that he's doing. He's dirty deleting.
Yes.
So what he is doing is he's posting things in I don't know if it's like a drunken stupor in the middle of the night. I don't know, but he's posting things and then he's taking them down immediately and editing them and then putting it back up. So we do have archives of these things. In fact, let me ask IT Goatee, because IT Goatee Brad has he's got it. And I want to make sure, I want to know where this came from.
Yes, I would like to. I mean, there's enough already insane crap that has come up today. Like the fact that they are definitely 100% going with the ARP claim, the non-consensual claim. So they are definitely going with that. I mean, that's wild.
It is wild. And I think that at this point, I'm going to write to the bar, because I personally feel, as a journalist who has been threatened by this man, he stepped over the line today, targeting me and you in his blog. And now he's doing this to Dave. And we have said from the beginning, we have told both sides of the story. We have shown all of her evidence that was available.
No, fuck them. She wanted to put this into public. He's posting documentation into public. Fuck him.
And we've read it all. We're not hiding
I don't.
any of her shit. We're not hiding any of it. We are being as I'm investigating this as I would any case, and none of her evidence adds up. And for him to be coming after people like this, it makes me rage inside. This is not what a lawyer does. This is not what a court, a member of the court, an officer of the court is supposed to do. He is using his bar license as a weapon. He is using it maliciously to threaten lawsuits that are groundless. This is sick.
That's crazy is what it is, man. I don't know. Like, it's just, I won't be surprised to see, like, I mean, you're talking about somebody that's litigious, and I wouldn't be surprised by it all. You know, it's fascinating. Again, it's, hey, we want the public to see this. We're going to go to the Sun. We're going to go to all these different places. Hey, we're going to post about this. We're going to talk about the case repeatedly. We're going to ask for people's opinions on it. But wait, you don't have the opinion we want. We're going to sue you to hell and beyond. Okay, I hear you.
It's ridiculous. So I'm waiting to hear back from the person who posted that to see where they screen grabbed it from. I'm guessing that it's from his first blog that was posted on sometime today, this morning. But I think it was the archive link that I have does not have that in it. I think I got the archive after he deleted that. I've
got the part 1. I don't know what time. You know, again, that's the joy of this stuff. You know, if somebody's going in making threats, delete, undelete, you know. Mm-hmm.
So the thing I should find out too on Reddit, I'm so mad. Like I can't even crack a joke right now. I'm angry about this. And I don't know what he thinks he's doing. I don't know what this.
I know exactly what he's doing. He thinks he's going to intimidate Dave Neal and other people into.
Oh yeah, well, don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time, sir. I have a lot of friends, and all of them are lawyers. And if you think for 1 second that it's going to cost me a penny to fight off your bullshit claims, you're wrong. It won't. It won't cost me a dime. I may even find one of my friends to take it pro bono, because this is a free speech case. This is the kind of case that a lot of law firms would want to take on, because they know they'd whoop his ass in court, and it's good for the Constitution. And there's a lot of lawyers out there who are like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. And
yeah, let's rock.
Let's roll, baby. And you know what? We will crowdfund. And we, just like I did when I asked for money to sue Wauwatosa, I had $10,000 in 2 days. So I have no doubt that we can times 10 that, and we will have Robert Barnes on it again. You think Robert Barnes wants to go fight this stupid asshole? I bet he does.
You want to be sweeping up a tattoo parlor where they give out tramp stamps?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should be making our own threats. Hey, David, by the time I get done with you, you'll be sweeping up a tattoo parlor. No, and you know what's weird? You know, here's the thing. Like, I'm not like that. Like, I don't care. I want this guy to live his life. Like, go about your life. You know, just go about your life, sir.
I want him to keep posting. Post all you want, man. I think it's funny. I personally, but don't fucking threaten, man. Come on, Dave Neal. Man, this dude, he has done everything in his power, because he feels like where David's been receptive and tried to be accommodating. I think he thinks there's weakness. I think that's what he thinks that is.
And well, maybe, but then again, don't mistake that niceness for weakness in Dave, because
kindness isn't weakness.
Dave has a spine made out of steel. Let me tell you, it's not going to work on him. Now, I think really his target is Dave's wife. Again, this guy there's no low to which he will not stoop. And he knows that Dave's wife is about to give birth. And if she gets word of this, you know, she may freak out and tell Dave to take it all down. Who knows? I mean, when you're pregnant and about to have a baby and some guy is threatening to sue you into oblivion and evict you from your house, it's horrendous. But I don't see it happening for Dave and Tasha. I do not think that this guy is going to be able to do this to him. And the fact that, I liked somebody in the chat just now, it went by too fast. Oh, it was Violet's Vision, said he has no business creating a case like this. It's not a lawyer's job to create a new case like this. That is right. That's a great point that I may be making in my letter when I write it. Is that he's actually trying to gin up some new business for himself. Do you see that? Like how he's creating this into a defamation case when it never was in the first place? Diana71 says, I don't want him in my tattoo parlor.
Paging David, client of one.
It should tell you something that he has all this time to blog. It tells me he doesn't have any other clients. And I wonder why he doesn't have any other clients. Maybe because he's a damn embarrassment. This is embarrassing.
Don't call the Bigley lawyer. He's Bigley. Come on, babe. Come on. Let's see. Hey, Bruce from Oregon says, yeah, thanks for the 20, by the way. Evidence greater than PR. Thanks for standing up for Dave Neal. Cheers. Bruce from Oregon. Yeah, for real, man. I mean, regardless, like I said, I want verification on this. Like I do, but this wouldn't be the first threat. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the other stuff, like yesterday, again, suing people into homelessness. I mean, that, I quote, no chance Laura will sue any of you into homeless oblivion when it's done, because we know you all really tried darn hard to be honest and fair. Just not sure a jury would see it that way. Wink, wink. Yeah, that wasn't a threat.
This guy. I've never seen a lawyer act like this. Ever. And I think he has been in trouble with the bar before. Those are, I believe, public records. So, may have to put in a request for it. Feeling kind of cute. Might send a FOIA later.
He's just mad. He's mad because people called him tramp stamp lawyer. You could see it in that little piece that he posted today. I mean, when he's like, "What do I know? I'm just a tramp stamp lawyer." Let's throw that up here real quick. I love that piece of it. I'm gonna pull the document in a minute, but I love that part. But heck, I'm just a tramp stamp lawyer. What the heck do I know?
Why would he do that?
Oh, that's
I'm
amazing.
loving that.
Lean into it. Get a tramp stamp, dude. I'm telling you. Lean into it.
Well, Tug did promise that if you got a tramp stamp of that umbrella guy on your upper ass, he'll switch sides.
That's right. I'll be like, that's right. I'll be like, I didn't say which side. Wink, wink. I just meant I thought it would be so sexy that I'd be like, ooh, yeah, Dave. Yeah. I'll be like, JFG, baby. JFG. Hey, Subi Sue. Thanks for the 5, by the way. I love Megan and Tug. I like it there. I'm hitting some of the protect Dave Neals there. Hey, thanks for the 5. I know we feel protective of Dave. Megan, if you're at the bar, can we co-sign? Even if we're not American.
If you write to the bar, can we co-sign? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna file a complaint just yet. I think I'm just gonna send them a nice letter. I think I'm just going to alert them to him and ask their advice. Like, what would you advise that the journalists involved in this should do? Because we're not going to stop talking about this case. It is a public court case. I have been reporting on court cases for years. There is nothing I have said about this case, about Laura Owens, that I haven't said about Amber Heard. And I don't see how these cases are any different. Laura Heard. Now I'm calling her Laura Heard. Oh my God. Laura Owens is very similar to Amber Heard. She may not be as famous, but she's making herself that way. She's going to become that famous by her own behavior. Not my behavior, not your behavior, but her own behavior. She went to the press.
I just couldn't, going through this, and again, he's linking into documentation. So, when we're talking about items that have been posted, he's putting links into some of his stuff, and yeah, some of the documentation was kind of fascinating that he decided to add to his public statements. Oh, but that's yesterday's. Whoops, my bad. I've got so many of them up here. Let me. There's a Microsoft. So here's the one from today.
I've got it. I found it. Somebody sent me the archive version that has it in there. So you can see this guy is dirty deleting shit.
Pull up the archive.
He is putting threats up online, posting them in public, and then deleting them like they weren't there. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
Look at this. So here's the original that is now shared in a PDF that someone grabbed. That was very smart of you, JFC crew. JFC crew in the house. Here it is. It's underneath this part, so of her weighing herself, as if anybody cares what she weighs. And here it is right here. So he had this paragraph about threatening Dave right above the, but hey, I'm just a tramp stamp lawyer. What do I know? On the new one, oh, look at, he's changed it totally. So let's go over to the new one.
Oh yeah, I see the new one because I'm looking at the new one now. Yeah.
I wish we could put them next to each other. I don't know how to do that. Oh wait, yes I do. Hold on. Maybe I don't. Never mind. Wait. Maybe I don't know how to do that. I guess I could.
Here's that archive version though that is the one everybody grabbed. Here's the same area. You can see where it's changed.
And look what it says. He has inserted an entirely new paragraph. Okay. So the new paragraph, instead of the Tennessee threats, says, if you can't tell, this sort of thing is why I believe when this case is over, Laura should absolutely haul every single member of the JFC crew into court, put them in front of a jury and ask them to explain themselves. Oh, I'd love to be in front of a jury. Let me explain this to a jury. But we're going to need at least 5 weeks to get through it all. But I will explain it to a jury, no problem. And a jury will side with me, David. Okay. Laura is either completely insane or she is an innocent victim of one of the worst intentional, coordinated, and malicious defamation campaigns I've ever seen. No, you got it right the first time, David. It was answer number 1. This is not innocent mistakes. These are people who are spreading knowing, intentional lies. That is not true. I have not said one thing that I believe is an intentional lie. Not one. I believe everything I've said is either my opinion or the truth. Simply to destroy the life of an innocent girl. No, we begged her to drop this months ago. We begged her to come clean. We begged her to say, we all said, this is kind of sad and she should really get some help.
No.
And if she,
Clayton went with that. Clayton.
Oh, yeah.
With that. So, ultimately, it wouldn't matter what I thought. If that would have been the end all, that would have been the end all. If she would have gone with that and said, yeah, this stuff is a bunch of BS. That's it. All right. But anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off. You're right.
No.
I was just saying, Clayton is the one, like, he himself asked for that. His lawyer put it into
Clayton was being very reasonable. He said, if you sign this document admitting that this was a fraud on me, I won't sue you. I won't sue you for defamation and we can both walk away. So, but she wouldn't do it.
Well, this went from this went from pregnant with twins to wait a minute. There's a weird date here. Vanishing twin. That way the date that is before the litigation could be explained away so you can still have a lawsuit. Oh no, we dropped off and it's now a singular pregnancy. Mm-hmm. So It's crazy when you look at this stuff. It is absolutely.
Did you read
crazy.
this entire thing before I got here?
Hell to the no. Hell no. I
Okay,
didn't read all this.
I guess we should, because it's
We should read the original version that PDF.
yeah, the original version that I
Yes.
have. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
let's put that back up on the screen.
Mhm.
Because we want to see it how he wrote it originally. And this dirty deleting shit that he does, yeah, really needs to stop. All right.
All right, you ready for that?
Yeah.
All right. Let me situate us.
Let's see if I can embiggen. There we go.
Ooh, it's much larger.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Allegedly, that's what she said.
Allegedly.
All of my live streams come with an allegedly. What are you talking about?
Okay, what are we reading? The chat wants to know. This is David Gingris's, Laura
This
Owens
is good.
Attorney's new blog. Let's talk about lies, part 1. Let's talk about lies, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the babies that she's lied about between you and me. Let's talk about lies. Sorry.
Let's talk about twins, baby.
The vanishing ones and the weird alien babies.
Is it 1, 2, 3?
I can't keep up with all the numbers. I feel like a 4th grader. Can't you see?
My twins disappeared, they do. Don't tell me I'm a liar, that's you.
Allegedly.
How dare you talk about me and my twins? They vanished because they are Houdini's babies.
My God, David Blaine again. I like that. I'd love to see that in a court, by the way. I would love to see that explanation. No, it's David Blaine's. You want me to read this or you read it?
How about if you read it? I'm too angry to read it.
No, I'm totally there. I've got you. It's funny because, you know, before, like both of us were like, yeah, today, no live streams today. If you enjoy this channel, make sure that you subscribe, hit that wonderful button, tell people we're live at God Awful O'Clock, and support the channel. Many of you have, by the way, already. Thank you sincerely. Yeah, just, you know, apparently talking about cases. It's crazy. Like Dave Neal, this is what I keep saying about that. You know, I like, again, I don't want to go to another case, but just to make the parallel where because I feel like I've been there. You know, he's being threatened more than I got threatened with the Heard case. And it was crazy because there were all types of freaking threats. You know, people were always trying to strike down channel content. They were trying to go after it in silence. They were calling on platforms to do it. I mean, just insanity. And it was because of reading court documentation. But it shows you, if you're the person that's right there covering, and especially Dave has it worse in a lot of ways, I think, the media silence. I talked about this in that case. The media, when they don't want to cover something, when they have a narrative or they don't want to, you know, add to something, the silence it's deafening, and you become the person breaking things. Now, when you're breaking that news, yeah, you get out in the front line, people definitely want to silence you. And Dave, I mean, he hasn't let any of it stop him. And he is much nicer than most people that I know. Because like me, when people threaten me, I'm like, the fuck you say? And he's like, no, you know, I want to make sure that I see both sides of this. If you want to show me like something here that actually proves that I'm wrong, do it, please. You know, and he's trying to be respectful of these folks. I think respect is earned. Personally, I don't think I owe anyone respect, but you know, he tries to respect everyone. He's been nice about it, but nicety toward people like this doesn't give you anything.
Well, you know, I think that's just Dave's personality. He's nice to everybody, which makes him a better person than me. Because I get pissed. I'm like, Don't you dare take my little brother's lunch money. I'm going to come over there and give you a black eye and a bloody nose. You're going to eat your teeth, you know? Dave's like,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, I didn't really need that lunch because I had a power bar in my jacket. And so it kind of all shook out, you know? Like, he's really something. And that's what it makes me even angrier that he's going after Dave, because Dave has been so nice and so giving. He even yesterday, even after this guy was doing all these awful threats to him, yesterday Dave on his live stream was like, and we should show him some grace because, you know, he's doing his job. Still yesterday he's like, I think he's he's doing his job. No, he's not actually doing his job. He is doing some kind of underhanded, nasty, this is called intimidation. And I think it's unethical. I really do. And I'm going to ask the bar what they think.
I just, my mindset is I'd rather get pissed off than pissed on. You know what I mean? This isn't that kind of internet show. I'm going to get pissed off about it because I'm sure as heck not going for option number 2. And I feel like that's what people like this, they want to do. They want to make sure that they get to take the mic. They want to stand alone with the microphone. And this wouldn't have been something that even landed on anyone's radar if she wouldn't have introduced it to the mainstream.
If she didn't go to the media, we would have never heard about this case, ever. Dave wouldn't have heard about this case. This is all about Pandora's box. Pandora had to open it, and it's her fault what came out. This is not, oh my God.
Man, you need to watch your phrasing. I don't think YouTube likes Pandora's box.
Can you not say Pandora's box? Actually, as soon as I said it, I had that line in the movie.
Like,
I heard that line in that movie from that Hugh Grant movie where his roommate's like, I knew a girl named Pandora. Never got to see her box though.
I remember that movie. That's what made me think of that every time.
Yeah, every time I hear Pandora's box now, I think of that joke.
Okay, I'm gonna read. I've got
to put on your douchiest voice for this now.
I gotta smoke a little just to make sure my voice gets a little raspier. Okay, now I'm totally ready. Okay, there we go. Happy Friday to all. Ellipses.
Ellipses. Is it correct? No, it's not. It's 4. For those of you out there who don't know, when you do ellipsis, it's only 3. Not 4, not 5, not 6, not 2, but 3.
Let's talk about ellipses, baby. No,
don't get me started.
It's only 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, just 3 ellipses.
Baby. Oh no. Megan, I hate you for that one. I do. I'm have that stupid stuff.
I know.
All day long while I'm driving around because of the elevator music. I've been like singing. Yeah, I've been singing The Girl from Ipanema. That's not there, but you know, still I've been like The Girl from Ipanema because that's music. You know, that's what you hear a lot of times.
Tug and I were on the phone today, and he's like, you know, that hold music. I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. If you're reading this page, you must know the Justice for Clayton crew, the JFC crew. I didn't know we had a crew, but that's weird.
I didn't know we had a crew either.
Your narrative, Megan Fox. It goes like this. Laura must be lying about Clayton because of the following points. Number 1, Clayton says they never had sex. Laura says they did. Clayton says Laura has no medical records to back up her story. That one is a confirmed 100% lie. There are tons, like quite literally tons, you know, 2,000 pounds plus of medical records.
I had to hire a truck to bring them in. A truck, like one of those big dump trucks. I had to hire one to get all the tons of medical records that exists, and I just haven't given them to the other side because they don't deserve it, because they're my medical records. But I have tons of them, and they're sitting in a dump truck.
I wonder how many. Oh God, you know how you get on these stupid things. I was like, I wonder how many gigabytes a ton of documentation would amount to. You know, I get stupid ideas. I was like,
Probably the exhibits in the Maya Kowalski case, if I had to guess.
That's a ton.
Because there were a lot.
I feel like I covered a ton out of some cases, you know, but there are literally tons of medical records to document Laura's story. But that's a post for another day. Why do we keep withholding all the evidence? By the way, there's tons of proof, right? But we're gonna withhold it. You know, that'll come later. Hey, scroll up just a little bit so I can keep reading down.
Sorry,
you and I are in the way. Of course,
we're in the way.
Clayton says Laura has, quote unquote, done this to other men. This will be a subject of a future post coming very shortly.
Hey, Dave Neal. Dave's in the chat. He says another love letter from Gangrous.
Do you like my love letters, Dave?
They should be all submitted to a psychiatrist. Yes, chat. That's true. They should all go into a file that goes for his 24-hour or 72-hour hold when the authorities figure out that they have someone with a serious problem on their hands.
He's like, that's what I want. I want someone to hold me because I feel so lonely. It's like, it's a psychiatric. No, I need a hug. Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
Laura wore a fake.
I could get him a hug. Let's put him in a straitjacket. Let's talk about straitjackets, baby.
You're always hugging yourself. Laura wore a fake, quote unquote, moon bump in court. Scroll.
Oh, scroll. I'm looking at the real one and not the screen, so I should stop. I should look at the screen. Okay, I'll look at our screen.
Laura had a blood test October 16, 2023 that showed HCG levels of 102. Whereas in normal pregnancy at the same stage, the levels should have been in a range of 1,400 to 5,300 or even higher.
Thousand. That actually says 53,000.
53,000, whatever, Megan. I don't know.
And actually at that time, it should have been between 1,400 and 250,000, I believe, based on the chart I saw, but who knows? I'm not a doctor.
Yes, I'm not a doctor, or I don't have a PhD in ellipses. Come on, Megan.
I'm not an internet lawyer.
He said he was Dr. Gingras the other day, so you know, he is. He's a doctor.
Maybe he has a PhD we don't know about.
PhD. Laura claimed to have a miscarriage, but never produced any proof, such as a fetal death certificate. So there's our 7 in the box, Pandora's box right there. Now, I know what the JFC haters will say. Gingras, you big, ugly idiot. You said you weren't going to try this case in public. Now you're contradicting yourself with all these posts. This shows you're a big fat liar. Insert cry emoji. Oh my God.
He's not even good at insulting himself. Like we could do much better than that.
Yeah. I could add in some better things if you would like that. You know,
yeah, let's try. Let's hear Tug's version of how it should have sounded.
Oh no. Then I'm sure that it'll be like, oh my God. I mean, I think I got on that one day. I think that's where Tramp Stamp Lawyer was born. He should have put that in quotes. He should have been like, "Oh, you know, you're the lawyer."
Gingras, you tramp stamp lawyer.
You're the human version of a tramp stamp. See, that would have been better. That would have sounded better in there.
That would have sounded way better, way funnier. But you know, he's not a comedian, so he's not sitting on the mic every night spitting mad facts and making all of you laugh. Is he now? Is he?
He's never dropping those hardcore beats. And he's like, look, I don't want to talk about this case. It's like, really?
Maybe that's his problem. Maybe he's like a frustrated rapper inside, and he just wants to drop those beats every night.
Is that what he
should
is? He wants
sign
to have
up for. He should sign up for Sonu with us.
We could have a rap off. That'd be pretty cool.
We could have a rap off.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome. I'd love to have an epic rap battle, you know.
Oh, by the way, I made a video for Breadstick Money. Do you want to play it while we're talking about becoming a rap god?
Yeah, you can. Yes.
All right, here.
Give me a second. I have to minimize so I can see it.
Our audience is going to appreciate this because you're going to get all the inside jokes. Let's see. What did I do with it, though, is the question.
Megan
oh, yeah.
lost the
Here it is.
breadsticks.
Here it is.
Did you look under the fridge, Megan?
Wait, I just have to check which date it is because I uploaded 2 of them. Hold on. Today. Where's the date? Today. I don't know. All right. All right. It's going to either be the too long version or the right version. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's hot. Drop it like it's hot, folks, because this is it.
Yeah. Give me breadstick money, yeah. Yeah. Give me that breadstick money, honey. Breadstick money, yeah. Yeah. Unlimited supply coming at you on the fly. With that groupie super cash making them cry. We're taking all our honeys to Olive Garden. Spreading breadstick money like fire in the oven. Give me that never-ending salad amount of strong meat. Can't get enough since it's raining only money. $1.99 times 100 fat stacks. Hanging on the mic, spitting mad facts. Making jokers mad cause they never gotta laugh. Cracking both sides, making lions take a bath. On the mic daily and nightly, holding it tightly. Poking the mighty plane in our T-Go teeth. Registering and
always blame Brad.
Opinion, we just here screaming. Give me breadstick money, yeah. That groupie cash, honey, yeah. Give me breadstick money, yeah. That groupie cash, honey, yeah. With a pond skunk posse swimming around, diving deep for the truth that's buried underground. Short, skinny jeans, latte in the blender. Swiping through the news, it's so fake, call it pretender. Reddit bros blowing journals out the water. Breaking big news like some Upper East Enders. No rolls, no pens, no Lambo budget. 2 town does it for the
breadstick money, yeah.
Give me that groupie cash, honey, yeah. Breadstick money, yeah. Give me that groupie cash, honey, yeah. Breadstick money, yeah. Yeah. Give me breadstick money, yeah.
I love that pond scum guy with the dreads.
Give me breadstick money, yeah. That groupie cash, honey, yeah. With a blonde scum posse swimming around, diving deep for the truth that's buried underground. Short, skinny jeans, latte in the blender. Swiping through the news, it's so fake, call it pretender. Reddit bros blowing journals out the water. Breaking big news like some Upper East Enders. No rolls, no pens, no Lambo budget. 2 town does it for the
breadstick money, yeah.
Give me that
McTugger.
cash, honey, yeah.
Yeah, he's busted.
Breadstick money, yeah. Give me that groupie cash, honey, yeah.
That looks like Megyn Kelly, but whatever. Legal vices.
Money, yeah. That groupie cash, honey, yeah. Give me breadstick money, yeah. That groupie cash, honey, yeah.
It's fun, right?
That's fun and funny. I like it.
It's a bop.
Give me
It's a
some
bop.
breadstick money.
It's a
If you'd
bop.
like to donate some breadstick money to these heathens.
If you would like to, and please, that's a good reminder to keep that breadstick money flowing in, because
That's right.
Olive Garden doesn't give away breadsticks for free. Okay.
Yes, breadsticks are never free.
We got to get that breadstick money flowing because, and you know what's funny? The fact that he's making fun of us for Dave's entire joke about breadstick money is, it's literally like we call it Olive Garden money. It's not it's not a ton of money we're making here. We're not ABC. We're not raking in the cash. You know that one of the lines I wrote in that song that I love, And it was funny because I think it was after the Chocolus thing. No rolls, no bends, no Lambo budget.
That's what I thought. I got that.
Tube Town does it for the breadstick money. You know, like it's true. We don't get paid. Like we get tips and stuff, but it's not a ton. People are out here struggling on YouTube. Like we do it because we love it. And of course it's great when you get paid for it. But this is not like being an independent journalist like I am, being a freelancer. It is not big money. I do it because I love it, because I want to help people, because I'm interested in injustice, and because I like finding stories that the mainstream media won't print. But I can't get hired at those places. They're not going to hire because they want you to write what the narrative in newsroom is that day. That's not what I do. I work at a place that lets me write about whatever I want and follow whatever stories I want to go, whatever road I want to go down. And that doesn't pay money. We get demonetized everywhere. We get the algorithm shutting us out everywhere. You should see the ads on PJ Media right now. They are insane. Like
I saw the heroin.
They're getting worse and worse every day. And you know why? Because Google will not sell us to advertisers. And it's like we're stuck with all these like Chinese ads. And because the Chinese, I guess, don't even know or care about American politics. They'll just put their ads anywhere.
What are you talking about? We all love our hair plugs. Come on, man.
I mean, there was also one for, is your phlegm telling you something? That was today.
Am I supposed to like divine my future out of my phlegm? Is that what it is?
Somebody screen grabbed it and sent it to me on Twitter and was like, "Oh my God, your phlegm is trying to tell you you're pregnant." And I was dying. But like, we're so suppressed by big tech and big media. It really is breadstick money. We're over here like, hey, maybe I'll make my grocery money this week on YouTube if I tell this story, and people want to hear it. And it's great that the audience gets to donate directly to the stories they want to hear covered. How great is that? We're not force feeding you anything, you know? You guys are all choosing to be here. You're all choosing to hear this coverage. And a bunch of you send tips because you enjoy it, you like it, and you want more, and you support the programs that are doing that. That to me is honest, and it has a lot of integrity because the people get the say in what we are talking about. And by the way, if the audience fell off in a major way and nobody was interested in this story, we wouldn't be doing it, would we, Tug?
Wouldn't we? I don't know. I would still come.
I don't know. I mean, if the audience like just totally disappeared and every video I put up about it, I couldn't get any traction on, I'd be like, okay, it's time to move on. They're bored. Like you do. And the only way that happens, by the way, is if it's just not interesting in some way. This story is never going to be that, unfortunately, for her.
I mean, if you were just going in and trying to do the thing that like he says, oh, this poor person, that this, that, and the other, nobody would. They'd be like, oh my God, monsters, you know. But that's not the reality of this. The thing that makes it fascinating is what you see presented by their side. I mean, that's you know, and I would really like in a court for them to explain to me the doxing of what do we call them, patient zero, you know, the person that no one actually knew the name of, that no one else had discussed. I mean, they threw that out there. And I mean, there's been so many other things that have been thrown out in the public that make you go, ugh, yikes, even hashtag yikes.
I have a news song coming out. It's called #yikes, and it's going to be amazing. I'm putting together an entire album, by the way, and #yikes is coming soon.
I'm like, man, you know, you're addicted now. I know how to do it.
I know. It's so bad.
I'm like 42 tracks in, I think, already. You know.
Oh, I've got like 80. I'm beating you, but they're all like, a bunch of them are different versions of the same song.
Oh no, see, I don't count that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna do.
If I counted every version of a song, I'd probably have 1,000 or more songs already.
You should hear the country rap version of Breadstick Money. It is fire. It's fire. It's really good.
Okay, document here. Let's get back to this. Look, I don't want to talk about this case. And no, I'm making no money from any social media or blog post. And that actually makes me wonder too, you know, what is your role in this? You know,
Oh, he's going to say it in a minute.
Unlike the JFC crowd, I don't make money from Google AdSense. They do.
I make almost zero from Google AdSense, by the way. I make almost everything I make on YouTube comes from super chats, comes directly from viewers. I make next to nothing on Google AdSense because YouTube demonetizes my videos. Almost every single video, every live stream I put up is demonetized because of the topics I cover.
Yeah, I think when you get into some of these topics, you know, YouTube does not like them. It doesn't like the things that we talk about, but that's okay. You know, they still show ads on it. They just don't give it any love to us.
But he doesn't know what we do. He doesn't know what our business is. He doesn't know how it works. And he thinks he does. He's, oh, that Google AdSense money. You know, he thinks I think he thinks that we're making huge money. Like that he's going to get a huge payday out of this.
$1 billion.
I told you, David, you can have my 130,000 mile minivan. I'm desperate to get rid of it anyway. But that's pretty much all I own that's worth anything.
Be careful, Megan. He might be sniffing the upholstery again.
Smells like rotten milk.
Allegedly. But they do, which is why the word vomit keeps flowing from their side. That's a really gross thought. That's a
Blah.
gross image.
Blah. Word vomit.
I'm literally not charging Laura even $1 for
Let's
any
find
of this
out how
PR
many
effort.
literally. Let's find out how many literallys there are.
Wait. He called it a PR effort.
I know. He just said he's doing PR. Sorry. Read that sentence again.
Yes, I am literally not charging Laura even $1 for any of this PR effort. So he's running PR. He just told us. Thank you.
Which is a really weird thing for a guy who's doing PR to admit. Normally, your PR people are like in the background. They don't really have a face in the fight. You know, they're just like doing things behind the scenes to get you better press. If he thinks this is good PR, I got news for him. It's not. He should probably do something else. Maybe he should consider hiring a PR person for Laura, because I don't think that an actual PR person would do the things he's done.
No, a PR person would go this route, you know. And trust me, at some future point, Laura is going to seek to recover all her legal fees from Clayton and others. There's yet again threat there. And when that happens, Laura will have to disclose all her legal bills, including mine. When that day comes, I bet you $1 million you won't see a single charge for quote unquote blogging or tweeting. Yeah, but you're her lawyer. You're still, this is so fucked up to try to play off.
She's going to need a PR guy to clean up her lawyer's mess.
I'm just like, okay, so you're not her lawyer and you're not out here trying to try this case in public. Oh, okay. All right. And you don't get paid for your efforts as a lawyer.
I think she paid him a flat fee, and I think this is all included. I don't think that's just my guess. I'm guessing she paid him a big chunk of money. It's like 30 to 50 grand, maybe. That's my guess. And so all of this is covered, and he has no other clients, because who the hell would hire him? Honestly. If at one time he worked for a big firm or whatever and had a big client, that isn't today. Or maybe it is, Gingras. Do you have a bunch of other clients, and do they know you're spending all your time doing this instead of working on their cases? Because it's weird.
Seen the reviews? Haven't you seen them? They're amazing. He's like totally amazing. One time, you know, I totally got sued by this big tech company, and David swooped in with his big steel balls and his short shorts. Oh, wait a minute. That's not me. I invented short shorts, you know, because just like Dave Neal, that happened to me. That's what he did with Clayton yesterday. So why not? So while I wish this wasn't the case, Clayton's army can't stop talking about Laura. Again, they are doing it for one reason, to make money from views / clicks. And based on what I've seen, they are spreading lie after lie after lie. Yeah, I'm talking about this blog.
We're talking about Laura's lies because yeah, we believe that
She lied.
we do. I believe that 100%. I believe that she is lying about this story. Now, we may have gotten one or two things off, like, oh, maybe she lied about this thing, but not that thing. But once a liar, always a liar. I can prove she lied under oath and committed perjury at least 2 or 3 times that I can think of off the top of my head. But I bet if I kept thinking and watching the hearings again, I'd find 8, 10, maybe 12. But even if I find one, which I have, she is a liar. That is a technically correct and truthful term. And she did. I'll give you one great example of her committing perjury. Perjury. Here's one. He is now submitting to the court that she miscarried. His brand new date that we're going to read in here is November 14th. That's her second miscarriage, the second twin, I guess. November 14th. Well, she's got a big problem there because in February, after November 14th, Judge Mata asked her directly, when was this miscarriage? What date? And she, with her attorney, whispering. And then he came out and said, well, she isn't sure, but the doctor believes that she miscarried a month or 2 before November. What? How can she say that she had bleeding on the November 14th date, but it happened a month? No, wouldn't it have happened there? And now he's giving the date of November. So she told the judge under oath that it was 2 months before November. But now his story is, and her story is that it was November. That is called perjury. Another example, thank you, doctoring the sonogram. That is also perjury.
Megan, it's a 2023, give a decade or two. I mean, come on, plus or minus a decade. I mean, how you hold us to facts, God.
I mean, and even if it's just one thing that she lied about under oath, she's a liar. She's now a liar, under oath, a liar, and we can say that. And the idea that calling someone a liar when they have actually lied is somehow damaging to their career or whatever, and defamatory is not true, because truth is the absolute defense of defamation. This guy acts like, you know what I think he thinks? I think he thinks that we've never been through this before. I got news for you, David. I have tangled with better lawyers than you, and I have never lost. So, just saying.
So give me that breadstick money.
Give me that breadstick money. Give me that groupie cash, honey.
In that situation, it would be malpractice for me to sit back and ignore those lies. It's malpractice for him not to go and blog every day. Okay, I got you. That's why. How long's he been on this case now? What? How many weeks?
I don't know. It feels like 3 years. That's how it feels, but it's really only been about 11 days, 12 days. Exactly the amount of time it took Laura to figure out she was pregnant with twins.
That's why I feel compelled to say something in response. That's why I'm here. Rather than pushing back with every detail of Laura's side of the story, I'm going to take a measured approach.
Oh my God, he thinks he's measured? He thinks he's measured. Is the measuring stick covered in napalm and on fire? He thinks he's measured? What part of any of his response has been measured?
It's a measuring stick with nails in it, Megan. It's for slapping people and making them homeless.
Well, you know, the other thing about him saying it would be malpractice for me to sit back and ignore these lies. No. It's called, that's what lawyers do. Lawyers ignore the media while their case is being tried. They ignore them completely. Like, I have watched, when you see these high profile cases he claims to be a part of, like, oh, all the high profile cases go to federal court. You will never see a high profile lawyer. Let's look at Greg Anderson, for instance. In a high-profile case, in the Maya Kowalski case, you know that the media was hounding him. He did maybe one interview on court TV after something that happened in court and refused to really say much at all other than comment on what happened in court that day. He wouldn't. I reached out to him multiple times during the trial. I didn't hear a word from him, not a word. Now, as soon as the trial was over, I got a response, and now he wanted to talk. But that's
Well,
how it normally is.
they don't slap fight with randos. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
no
that's
way. No way.
like, okay, when you look at it like an Adam Waldman, for example, Waldman was putting out information about a case and showing you, oh, well, these are pieces we've built in. So, this guy's like, I'm not pushing back with details. Yeah, you push back. You can put things, you can take pieces of what Echard has said, and if you feel that they're wrong, then push them. But going in and being like, Dave Neal, I'm going to bankrupt you, and I'm going to leave
so
you
weird.
destitute. You're going to be the shoes on Laura's horses, I mean, it's like...
It's so weird to say that Laura's horses are going to be grazing in Dave's front yard after they evict his family. He's about to have a newborn baby. What kind of person is this?
Laura's horses are going to be wearing your short shorts, Dave.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Bing AI. I'm going to Bing AI right now.
Oh no.
I need horses. I need horses wearing short shorts. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. But you did it.
Oh no. What have I done? But
You
I'm
have
taking
done-
a measured approach. What are you talking about?
Keep reading. I'm going to make horses in short shorts.
Let's not try to debunk every detail of Clayton's narrative in a single shot. Let's just take this one step at a time. For today's lesson class, because Dr. Gingras, PhD, is teaching, I'm going to start with one of the easiest and most offensive lies, the quote-unquote moon bump thing. This has been mentioned a lot.
It's unsafe image content to say horses wearing short shorts grazing in an open field? That's unsafe. It doesn't like short shorts. Okay, we'll just try shorts.
Who wears short shorts?
If you dare wear short shorts. Damn it, Tug. Don't get that song in my head now.
You deserve it.
Let's talk about shorts, baby. Let's talk about you.
You are the devil. There's been mentioned a lot, but the first time I saw it was in a pleading filed by Clayton's lawyer, Fred. Oh no! Have you gotten your picture? No.
I'm broken.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Listen.
Oh my God. This is so good.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm pulling it up now.
Oh my God.
Oh, those horses are so sexy now. Look at
Oh
that.
my God.
Oh,
Look at the
man.
junk in the trunk on
I'm
these
telling
horses.
you.
Oh.
Oh man. Dave, maybe you do need to, if you got any old shorts, donate them to the horse farms. My God. Be like, hey there. Hey.
Oh. I can't stop laughing.
Oh Lord.
That is the most ridiculous and hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love AI so much.
Somebody said, whip that tail, baby. Whip that tail.
Look at them.
Okay.
Those thighs are thick with 3 C's. Professional.
Okay. Greg Woodnett first said this on March 11th, 2024. This was in Clayton's motion to compel. You've seen it, but let's refresh what Greg told the court. On October 24th, 2023, petitioner appeared on video in the court proceedings before Judge Galacticus.
I like that pronunciation the best.
Well, Judge Galactus, wearing what appeared to be a fake pregnant stomach moon belly. Well, he said appeared to be.
Appeared to be, which means that's the key word here. Appeared to be. And it also appears to me to be a fake moon bump. That is what it appears to be. You know what? I just figured out why they said it was an unsafe image. Because horses in short shorts
They might.
might be somebody's fetish.
Oh no. Oh no. The internet is a very bad place.
A very bad place, children.
Ugh, yuck. Now I'm never searching that key phrase on the Google. It's like, do you want to turn on safe search? Yes, please.
Yes, I do too. I always have safe search on.
I mean, my God, I've searched some hashtags, because I was wondering what they were. And then, I've looked on like Twitter. No, never do that. Never search words like, hey, who's talking about tug? No, no, you don't want to know what people say with the word tug. You want to search like that umbrella guy or something. Yuck. So when I first
Hashtag yuck.
hashtag like yikes, not
Oh, it was
likes.
Texas
yikes.
yuck. It was Texas yuck.
Those are Tennessee horses, baby. Yeah, you forgot. When
All
I
the
first heard
horses
this
wear
claim,
the short shorts in Tennessee.
I have to be honest, it really, really worried me. That is some serious crazy shit to say about someone.
Yeah, but it's not that off the charts. We just looked at a story of a woman 3 years ago in Australia who, did the same thing, faked 3 pregnancies. It's not that uncommon, actually. They don't sell them on fakeababy.com for nothing, sir.
Megan's like 3, like the ellipses. You remember? Call back.
I have that's one of my big pet peeves when people use ellipsis wrong. I'm like, God damn it.
I'm gonna make sure every time I do ellipses, I'm gonna put 4 periods.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm gonna put it like in music subtitles. I'm gonna put like 4 ellipses dots just randomly popping up on the screen. The lady who I'm supposed to be defending. Are you not defending? It's just supposed to. Showed up in court wearing a fake pregnant stomach. The conclusion is obvious. If Laura actually did that, she must be stark, raving lunatic. Oh, I got a kid here. Just give me a second.
There's a bug in the shoe closet room.
Oh no!
Okay, well,
There's
we'll
a
go
bug in the
upstairs.
shoe
I
closet
want
room.
popcorn. Sissy, they cook me popcorn.
Oh, you go. You better go kill that bug. You can't.
Yes, I
let
gotta
her
go kill
cook
it. I gotta
You
talk
go
for a
kill
minute.
that.
I gotta go
Okay.
take care of this bug crisis. It's probably an ant on the ceiling or something. We had to.
There's
we
a
had the
bug
door open.
crisis. You have to go take care of it. She sounds upset.
Yes, she hates insane, which is funny. She helps me feed spiders, but she hates any other bug that gets in the house. So I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of
Okay.
this.
Oh my God, chat, you are so weird. Someone just sent me a really weird picture of horses standing upright like men wearing short shorts on the beach. I wish I could show you, but Tug has the controls. All right, this is getting into really weird territory. Oh, all right, chat. Let me look at your comments here. Anyone else think he's listening right now? If so, hello, douche canoe. Welcome to the pond. BYOB, bring your own breadsticks. That's right. Keep your hands off my breadstick money, sir. It may not be much, but it's Olive Garden worthy. And it's funny to me that it really is that these people, they all complain. The New York Times complains, that idiot Taylor Lorenz complains, and that Cat 10 Barge, they all complain. The YouTubers are making too much money. Even if I made $1 million a year, which I don't make anywhere near that amount. Oh my God, it's not even close. But let's say like Nick made $1 million, I think, or close to it. I think 700,000 on the what was it? The Rittenhouse trial. That isn't even a fraction of what the Matt Lauers of the world are making. Of course, well, he got canceled, right? Because he was locking women in his office with a secret button. So maybe not him. Who's somebody big in the news right now? I don't even know. That's not even a fraction of Anderson Cooper money. The mainstream press is making all the money. It's not breadstick money. It's Ben's money, baby. Ben's money. And the idea that these people are really going after small, independent journalists, YouTubers with small channels. I don't know if he's just, even Tug, who's got a big channel, what he makes in comparison to huge channels on YouTube, Mr. Beast is worth $1 billion. $1 billion. That is not what most YouTubers are talking about here. All of us who've been covering these cases, we're all, well, at least I'm barely scraping by. And nobody's doing it for the money. The money helps, but for crying out loud, it's ridiculous. How come nobody ever gets mad at Anderson Cooper for making money, like talking about school shootings? That dude is making money on dead kids. It's gross. The entire media conglomerate 24-hour news cycle is making money on dead kids all day long, 24 hours a day. It's disgusting. They're the drive-by media. They're gross. Let's see, Anderson Cooper salary. Let's see what he makes. You know who had Big Ben's money? Rush Limbaugh, man. He had the biggest contract in radio history. It was like $275 million for 10 years. It was insane. All right, let's see. He makes $12 million a year, Anderson Cooper. That penis with white hair. He looks like a penis in a shirt. He does. He looks like I don't know, like a dickhead. He is the human equivalent of a dickhead. Oh, God. Mainstream media. I mean, like, what was Tucker Carlson making? Wasn't he making like Tucker Carlson's salary? Let's see. $20 million a year he made at Fox. $20 million. So you got a guy like that. First of all, when you got to prove a defamation claim, you have to prove that it reached an audience that is, this huge audience. What do you think our entire, like, how many people are here right now? 1,000 people? And clearly it is true that this is not even a national story. So it hasn't gone anywhere near. So we have an audience right now of 1,000 people, maybe 20,000 people tune in over time as the live stream goes on. Even if it was 300,000 people, which is what Tug's audience, his total subscriber audience is, that is still a fraction of the United States. And how many of them are in Arizona where she lives? Like, how many of those people who've heard about this story are actually neighbors of hers? I bet hardly any. Like, the idea, Fox News, you guys, reaches 3 million viewers. Like one show reaches like one of Tucker's shows when he was on Fox, it was like 3 million viewers a night. That's a big audience.
Indeed.
1,100 views. Like, the idea though that like these people are making 20 million a year, 12 million a year, all these big guys in the media, and somehow we're the ones who are we're nasty for doing it for breadstick money.
Breadstick money.
Give me that groupie cash, honey.
I couldn't even find the bug. I looked everywhere. I was like, I can't find this bug.
Oh no, it's gonna crawl out and it's gonna crawl out.
She's like, it's out there. She's like, it's really small. I was like, how small is it? It's like it's an ant or something, I'm sure.
I hate to do this to you, but I have to because this is creepy but hilarious.
Oh no, it's I can see it. Dance, horses, dance. Oh my God, it even put horse bulges.
I know. These are Laura's horses wearing Dave Neal's short shorts.
Yeah, Dave has a lot of short shorts, by the way.
Look at that collection. He could put that shit. That's going to be in the Smithsonian one day.
Look at that one way, like, what is it? From the left is like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 away. My God, look, he's just, I don't know what's up with that. But he's carrying some twins for sure. Lord, my Lord.
It's so funny and weird. Okay, we are now definitely reaching weird levels.
Yeah, let's read this document. Here we go.
Okay, professional.
Okay, we gotta get this document.
Are you regretting letting me on tonight yet?
Never. I'm glad. Like, some of this stuff irritates me enough sometimes that I'm glad to be able to laugh and take breaks, because I mean, some of it is just, this is whacked out shit. So, and that exactly the purpose of this lie, to make you think Laura is crazy, because you need to believe Laura is crazy if you want Clayton to get justice. So is she crazy? Well, that's the ultimate question you have to decide for yourself once you hear all the facts, all the evidence. But let's just talk about the moon bump. So that seems to be one JFC's critical pieces of evidence. It is not a critical piece of evidence, by the way. It is more of a, haha, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's not a key piece of evidence at all. It's just one more thing to add to the list of things that makes her not credible. In our opinion, it makes her an incredible witness.
After all,
Chat wants to know what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a very good High West bourbon. I highly recommend it.
I'm high on life. I'm drinking nothing. I'm drinking in the crazy. I'm drinking in this.
Drinking in the crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I really need this drink tonight because I took my son to a family dance at his school. And it was like 8 million decibel levels loud. And there were little kids trying to there was this one little kid, he was like 5 with no boundaries whatsoever. And I was trying to sit down to rest my feet. And he's sitting there looking at me and he's like, "Why are you wearing glasses?" I'm like, "Well, because I can't read without them." And he's like, "Well, what if you took them off?" And I took them off and he looks at me, he goes, "Can you still see me?" I'm like, yes, I can see you. Then he grabs my earphones, which are hanging around my neck and and he's like, "What are these?" I'm like, "Well, they're headphones." He goes, "Well, can I put them on?" I'm like, no. Where is your mom? So I need this drink because I was assaulted by little children.
I thought you were going to tell us like a 5-year-old hit on you. He's like,
He was kind of hitting on me. It was weird. I was like, "Why are you invading my space? And why are you reaching for my cleavage? Because that's where my headphones are."
He was like, "Take off your glasses. Now let your hair down."
Let your hair down.
He's like, "Hey, Goldilocks, I'll be your bear tonight." You were like, "What the fuck?"
And he was wearing a little suit. He was so cute. But I'm like, "Dude, I'm trying to read this affidavit. Can you just can you back away?"
It's so weird. Little kid turned a game on you. You're like, "Oh no, where's the holy water? Because this show ain't right." That's what I'm going to do. The next time I go to a kid's function, I'm going to just take holy water and like throw it at kids.
Throw it at kids who come too close.
Then we'll be like, I'll be like, "Oh, I knew it. They're vampires."
I was essayed by a 5-year-old. It's funny how little ones have no boundaries.
Man, I love that little kids don't actually have boundaries. They tell you exactly what they're thinking. My daughter is like, "Dad, I like you better now." And I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, you're fatter." I'm like, "What? Thanks. You're fatter."
My kids used to say that about me too. So when I lost a bunch of weight, my son came to hug me and he was like, "Oh." I'm like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Oh, you're kind of bony." He's like, "You're not soft anymore." I was like, "I'm not?" Really? I felt really, I was like happy about that. I'm like, yes, I'm not squishy anymore. But then like he was like, oh, you're not
You depressed the poor
comfy.
kid, poor baby.
Yeah, he was like, you're not comfy anymore. But then I gained a few back, so he hasn't complained
You're like,
since.
Mama, get fat for your babies. I'm sorry.
He's like, eat a sandwich.
Eat a sandwich.
It was so funny though. The same little kid came over to me after he was playing, and same, like I'm just sitting on a bench. He comes back over to me and he goes, I'm thirsty. And I was like, oh, well, have your drink. He goes, it's empty. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? He goes, get me some water. And I was like, where's your mom? Again, like, where's your mom? I'm not going to go get you some water. He was like, I don't know. My mom's not here. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll get you some water.
Just remember, the glutens. Beware of the glutens. We heard that from Laura.
But apparently I had a little 5-year-old date tonight at the family dance. And I was taking him to the punch bowl and explaining to him how glasses work. And it was funny.
All right. Well, you know what? Is she crazy? Well, that's the ultimate question. You're going to have to decide for yourself once you hear all the facts and all the evidence. But let's just talk about the moon bump. And that seems to be one of JFC's critical pieces of evidence. After all, a licensed attorney, Greg Woodnick, made a written representation to the court that this did happen.
No, he didn't. He said it might have. He said it appeared to be.
Appears to have happened.
He didn't say that it did happen. That's a lie. So now, Douche Canoe Lawyer is also a Douche Canoe liar. Now he has lied because he has now misrepresented what is very clearly right here, wearing what appeared to be a fake pregnant stomach. Then he says here, made a written representation to the court that this did happen. No, he literally didn't.
He did the same thing, remember, with all the medical, and it was like, yeah, that's not what that happened.
Remember he said that Woodnick said she made no disclosure. No, he said she made minimal disclosure. That's different than no disclosure. It means a little, but not all.
Let's see. I lost my place. Okay.
After did happen.
There are rules that say a lawyer is not allowed to lie in a court. And if you say,
I can't wait to see what he says in court.
Yeah, we've already seen some of the documentation. Lord, there is a separate rule 26 that says you are making a certification to the court that you conducted a
I'm going
reasonable investigation into the facts before you made the statement, and you are further certifying that your investigation produced evidence to support what you said. Okay. So did Greg Woodnick tell the truth about the moon bump, or did he make it up to support his client's narrative? I have no direct proof as to what Greg knew or didn't know at the time, and I don't know what investigation he performed to support this claim. This is a question he will need to answer later, but let me explain the facts as I understand them. So he has no idea if there was anything to support that or not. But hey.
But he's going to say Greg lied. And I'm sorry, but here's the evidence I have to support the claim that I believe it's fake. I watched it again last night with MG Law. She was adjusting it the entire time, pushing it around. It moved several times. It went to the left. It went to the right. It went up. It went wide. I've never seen a pregnant belly do that. To the left, to the left. Why is your belly going all to the left? I don't understand. Yeah, explain to me how her bump went over her breast on the left side.
Isn't that what happens, though, when you're pregnant, you get a little heartburn, you just push the baby up in your throat? That's how I understood it.
Yeah, I mean, based on the positioning of the bump, it looked like she was pregnant from the sternum down. It was crazy. Well, yeah, she pushed the belly up so that it was in the camera frame because she was not happy with the way the camera wasn't capturing the belly. So instead of, rearranging where she was sitting, she pushed the belly up so that the camera would see it. It was very evident that something was not right.
I can't wait till the next nerd. He's going to be like, actually, it was a xenomorph. You know, have you ever seen the movie Aliens? They pop out your chest. That's what this was. You're like, oh, okay. All right. Oh, xenomorph babies. Or David Copperfield. We don't know which. She was trying to escape through the lungs. Let's see. Okay. So did Greg Woodnick tell the truth? Oh, no. Okay. First, here's the detailed affidavit. We've seen that before. I don't need that. Swearing under penalty of perjury that she did not wear a moonbow. Is that document too, or is that the is that the same?
That is yeah, I have it. We're gonna have to read it. It's crazy. The one that I sent you.
Yes. We'll read it. The absolute, just most insane thing that you're going to see. That's going to be that document right there. But swearing under penalty of perjury that she did not wear a moon bump or any other form of prosthetic at the court hearing on October 24th, 2023. So she says her thing is like, no, I didn't do that. Okay. If you hate Laura and think she's a bad person, she's just doubling down on this by putting her denial in writing under oath. If you can prove she's lying, she risks 5 years in prison. Second, if that sounded terrible, I was trying to. Second, if you don't want to bother, I wonder if that horse has short shorts on. If you can't tell, that horse looks stunned. It's like, oh my god, I can see its eyes peering above us. If you don't want to bother reading,
it looks embarrassed.
It's like, I'm out of here. I'll give you highlights. Laura is 5 feet 5 inches tall, and she currently weighs 91 pounds. I don't know about you, but to me, that is pretty freaking skinny. For comparison's sake, take a look at this photo. Not exactly a heavy-set person, you know.
She wasn't heavy in court either.
Okay, so Laura is S to the K to the I to the N to the N to the Y, like rail, skinny. On October 24th, 2023, the infamous moon bump court hearing, she appeared to be much, much thicker. I mean, heavier. So much bigger. It was shocking. Oh my god! It sounds like he's gonna get on.
Really? I'm gonna have to pull up a clip of it so that we can see how much bigger she appears to be to you, because she seems to be the exact same size to me.
You got a clip of that around?
I do actually. So you keep reading and I'll find my clip because it's in here somewhere. Okay.
She was so much bigger. It was shocking. But what caused some people to claim that she's got to be wearing a fake belly? But is that true? Rather than speculating, let's pause, take a breath, and look at the facts. On November 14, 2023, just 3 weeks after wearing the moon, or after the moon bump hearing, Laura went to the OBGYN facility called Mom Doc. They're called Mom Doc?
Yeah. And apparently this was an in-person visit, which she had not, I don't think she had disclosed before, which I find really weird. Really weird. Like, why wouldn't you disclose this? Although maybe I'm wrong and I hadn't seen it and it was in the, but I don't think so. I don't think she disclosed this. I don't think this was something that we saw. I think it's really strange when someone is like, I've been wronged and everyone's lying about me and I'm going to tell the truth, and then they don't disclose the actual medical records that they say they have.
Well, it's weird when they've already been showing sonogram and all that other stuff, and they're like, well, I'm going to save this one though. I'm going to save this one.
Yeah, it's weird.
If you have ever been to the doctor.
I still don't think this shows anything, because this is all based on self-report again.
You know how this works. When it's your turn, scroll, please.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. The nurse will call you back, and the first thing that happens is you jump on the scale and they take down your weight. Guess what Laura's weight was November 14th? It's right there in the records, which caused Laura to have, so you can read the number for yourself. 133 pounds.
That's not
Wow.
that big.
Wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait, wait. Let me 1 second. Let me check something, okay?
okay.
Give me 1 second. Okay, I was just checking something. You know, I was looking up something real quick. I was curious. So, how is that a big deal? Go back and look at the image of Laura and the white turtleneck above. And remember, Laura weighed herself a couple of days ago, and the scale said 91.9 pounds. Again, don't take my word for it. Here's the photo Laura sent me. And yes, I am writing all of this with her express permission.
I wouldn't believe this photo. I don't believe that. I don't. Maybe she's 91 pounds, but I'm not going to believe a photo of her standing on a scale. The scale could be photoshopped. It could be broken. I don't know. That is not proof of anything.
Why does her big toe look like a penis? It does. I mean, anyway, I'm not going down that road. Bad. No, I'm not going there. This is a difference of more than 40 pounds. Now go back and look at Laura's normal figure in the white turtleneck and try to imagine. Okay.
All right. Solidify that in your head.
Okay, I've got it.
I think now I know why she was wearing the full bodysuit on October 24th. I think I finally figured out why she was wearing something so weird. She's trying to disguise the size of her arms. Possibly. Because she's wearing a flesh-colored bodysuit underneath in the video of that. Here, let me show you.
Okay, give me a second. We got to click it. Okay. All right, you ready to show that?
Yep. Okay, so in this photo here, she's wearing a flesh-colored, long-sleeved, kind of baggy top underneath this tight-fitted brown thing. The camera angle, by the way, is also much lower than the camera angle you just saw. And so you're going to see double chins because everyone has a double chin from that camera angle. Believe me, I know. I am an expert on avoiding the double chin in the photo. If you don't believe me, pick your phone up, turn your camera on right now. Just have it looking at you from underneath and turn your camera towards you and see what it looks like. It's horrifying. You're going to see 2-3 chins under there. Everybody looks like that from that angle. And she's tucking her chin in, by the way. If we play this a little bit as she moves around, and she's actually moving the belly right now. She was just doing it. Look. Look. I got the perfect spot. She's pushing it up. Do her arms look all that much different to you? Does her face look all that much different to you?
I'm watching the footage.
I know, it's so weird. It's so weird. See, she just pushed it up and then she starts rubbing it. I could turn the volume on.
Which again, was harassing, but to threaten to kill herself, I don't think anybody should ever receive a message such as that.
All right.
Donna, I'm going to continue to object for the same reasons that the other exhibits 2 through 11, actually 2 through 13, for the same reasons.
Oh, that's interesting. Kate Serville in the chat says, I'm 5'4" at 135, size extra small. I look very similar to her in the photo with the white shirt. Yeah, 135, by the way, is thin. That's not fat. And I don't know how tall she is. Did it say how tall she was on that thing?
5'5".
Let me see what her height said.
65 inches. 5'5", right?
So what is 65 inches?
5'5".
5'5"? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 5. So that's taller than me. That's an inch or 2 taller than me. At 135 pounds, that's thin. That's thin. Like if she's at 97 pounds, is way too small for that height. So I don't know what's going on with her, but maybe she should seek some medical help if that's really how much she weighs. But I don't know. Does she look all that much different to you? Here, I think she only looks different because she's got something stuffed under her shirt. And that's my opinion. I don't think this looks natural. I think it looks crazy. Look at this one. Her sternum is pregnant. Yes, this is the moon bump video, folks.
Keep playing it. I want to watch it in motion.
Okay.
Any questions? Yes, Your Honor. You were Laura's real estate agent, is that correct?
I was for a brief period of time, correct.
Okay. And that was earlier this year, is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And back in around May of 2023, you and Laura had become intimate, is that correct?
Correct.
And since then, Laura has made it known to you or has claimed that she's been pregnant, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you have, even until this day, you've refused to believe that Laura is pregnant, is that correct?
I would say that's not correct. I mean, I did question, yes, if she was, but I have tried to give her every possible option or ability to prove to me that she's pregnant. She's not allowed me to talk to any of her medical examiners that have administered the quote-unquote ultrasounds that she has done.
That does really look strange.
What?
That does look strange in some of the, yeah.
No, it looks really strange. And like, he's forgetting that there's an audience full of women here. Most of the people who are following this story are women. There's an audience full of women, and we are familiar with childbirth. We are familiar with pregnancy. And this is just not what pregnancy looks like. And no matter how badly she wants pregnancy to look like this, I'm sorry, Laura, and I'm sorry, David, but it doesn't look like this. This is crazy.
Health information, is that correct?
This doesn't look right in any way.
I personally would say that.
And also, this two-handed stroking she keeps doing, and she did just... Lunicorn says, "Are you sorry, Megan?" Kind of, because it is a sad thing that this is going on. I'm sorry for her for whatever the hell is wrong with her that she has to do this. She was supposed to be 24 weeks here. No, I'm sorry. No, she wouldn't have been 24 weeks. That was November 2nd. She was 24 weeks. So this was October 24th. So how many weeks difference is there between October 24th and November 2nd? 23, 22, probably 21 weeks pregnant with twins. And yes, it did move. And I can show you when it moved. So if you look back here, so we're at 57, 56. At first she's got her face in the frame, but then she moves it so you can see the belly. And when we're back here,
This record must show that there is harassment.
it doesn't look the same. Let's see if we can get her to back up a little bit.
Okay, and so,
She's still too close.
So
When she backs up, see, do you see how it's completely flat here? Do you see how there's no delineation between her breast and the belly? It's flat. It goes from the neck, her dress goes from the neck straight down. There's no line here, nothing. It's almost like it's pushed up either too high or perhaps it fell down too low and it pulled her dress out. I don't know. I can't tell because she's too close to the screen. But then when we first clicked in here and I said she was adjusting it, she does something that makes it create that line right there that isn't there here. Now here she goes. Look at this. What is she doing? What are we doing, Laura?
And blocked her again on this phone number.
What was she doing? That was so weird. You know what? I don't.
Strange right there. Where?
Wait, I gotta go back to this part. Here, wait. Look at this. What are we doing? Shoving something up under the dress?
So I said no to that and blocked her again on this phone number.
hold at 9 over the objection.
Right there, that looked weird. You know?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if it's the bad Wi-Fi she has because it's coming and going. But you'll see it changes from what we just saw.
She mentions going dark on her, which is reference to me.
And she's doing something else there.
And just to highlight messages. The only time that I was often responding was to try to get at the terms.
Ooh, the chat thinks that the judge saw her. Let's look at let's go back and see if the judge was watching her do that thing. Watch the judge's eyes. Is she looking at the screen or looking up at Clayton?
And this is another phone number. She mentions going dark on her, which is reference to me not responding to her. Again, just to highlight that she's
Down at the screen.
harassing me with me not responding to her for the large majority of these messages. The only time.
Oh, did I miss it? Might have missed it. It looks like the judge is watching her, though.
Test schedule.
The judge keeps looking back down at the screen. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
That I did not. I had little to no interaction with her. And so at this point, she references here, I will cancel the Radgen appointment. She had scheduled one, paid $750 for it. But then in the past, she
All right, so
found her name through that. So this email right
it still
here,
looks flat here.
she was basically
Notice that it still looks flat.
my video. In my video, I just stated that this individual was making
Now
these
she's
claims,
messing with it again.
statement of the facts that they were making these claims, and they opened a court case against me. And then from there,
She's messing with it
I have a
again.
large following. I am a public figure. I was just a celebrity, I suppose. I don't like that word, but I have a large following, and then that audience, I cannot control what they do. But they then went and found that court case in the system and found her name, and then started to talk about her online. And then Laura, I assume, was feeling the pressure from it being online and her name being out there. She then sends me this alarming message, which again I felt was threatening to kill herself. I don't think anybody should ever receive a message such as that.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm going to continue to object for the same reasons that the other exhibits 2 through 11, actually 2 through 13, for the same reasons. I don't think that, again, this is showing that this is harassment by sending an email to him.
Look how high her hand is. And she's pinching at something now. Now she's pinching at it.
Maybe she is suicidal.
Look, she's digging her thumb in at the top and pinching something.
All right. I'll admit 15 over the objection.
Thank you. Come back to that.
Her hand was rubbing. It looked like at chest level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at sternum level. Like, put your finger where your sternum is. That's where her hand was. Like, that's not where your belly starts. And it's hot. It's bizarre. I mean, it just is. It's bizarre. All right, we need to get back to this thing because I gotta go.
Document. Give me that document. Okay, give me a second. All right.
I think you were on the last sentence here. Or right here. Are you telling me that's where you're at?
Are you telling me you think she needed to wear a fake pregnant belly to court to try to fool people into thinking she was pregnant? If you can't tell, this sort of thing is why I believe when this case is over, Laura should absolutely haul every single member of the JFC crew into court, put them in front of a jury, and ask them to explain themselves. Laura is either completely insane or she is a victim of the worst intentional coordinated defamation campaign I've ever seen. Having done this myself many times, I can tell you, if Laura sues the JFC crew for defamation, it would be an absolute bloodbath. To use the metaphorical term, Trump, the orange man did, not literally. Unless folks like Dave Neal have a really, 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 really good. I didn't even make one of those up. That was actually how many times it was there. Good explanation for every defamatory thing they've said about Laura. My prediction is by this time next year, Laura's horses will be enjoying some new grazing land out in Tennessee once Neal family has been evicted from their home after losing a multi-million defamation case in federal court. But hey, I'm just a hashtag tramp stamp lawyer. So what the heck do I know? Have a good weekend, y'all. Fucking y'all or two.
Y'all.
Ugh,
I hate
yeah.
it when they write it, y'all.
I do too, man. I'm okay. Now let's get that.
All right, I'm getting
document.
it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
That's
I'm
the one I
getting it right
want.
now.
This, hello, folks. You gotta see this here. Oh, there's
This
some stuff in this.
this makes me sick.
This is wild.
So this is her affidavit that he shared in this filing, or not filing, blog post.
Mm-hmm. This is LinkedIn. So, affidavit, Laura Owens. My name is Laura. You want to read, Laura?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. That's not my expertise.
My name is Laura Owens. If I called to testify in court, I could and would testify to the following under penalty of perjury based on my own personal knowledge. I am 33 years old. My date of birth is May 14th, 1990. I am not married, and I do not have any children. I am 5'5" tall and currently weigh around 91 pounds. I am aware that I have been accused of wearing a fake moon bump or moon belly at a court appearance in Arizona on October 24th, 2023. This allegation is totally and completely false. On May 20th, 2023, I had a sexual encounter with a man named Clayton Echard. I have already spoken about this at length in a sworn deposition taken on March 1st, 2024. As I explained in that deposition, Mr. Echard and I were involved in various sexual activities, including oral sex, which occurred with my consent. At the same time, Mr. Echard also inserted his boo-hoo into my ooh-hoo without my consent after I told him that I did not want to have sex with him.
Right there.
Wait a minute. At the same time? Does Clayton Echard have two penises?
Actually, he has 4, but we're not going to get into that.
Why is she accusing him of putting it in at the same time while she was giving him oral?
I just can't believe, like, now we've gotten to ARP claims. Like, that is a straight up ARP claim.
Yeah, but I've got her in writing in many other documents that said she was involved in consensual activity with him. And on the domestic violence part of the harassment order she filed against him, where it says, have you experienced domestic or SA? She checked the box that said no. So you know what you call that? You call that an inconsistency in your statement. You call it impeachment. That's called a lie. Again.
That is some life ruination shit. That is life ruination tactics. You know, Gingras likes to get on his soapbox about bullshit right there. You know, we have this is an inconsistency. This is one of the things we've seen many, many times in cases. When you have a female out there that feels like they're losing, the wacko ones, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, ARPed me.
This is a lot like Amber Heard saying that Johnny was raping her with that bottle. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. I didn't mean to. I said graping her with that bottle with one hand, and with the other hand that had been his finger cut off, he was holding her down with the bloody stump. You know, it didn't make any sense. Or when she said he grabbed me by my pubic bone, ma'am, you can't reach your pubic bone from the outside. That's not how biology works. That's not how anatomy works. But yet these women, these delusional women, they just make up these stories and they just expect you to believe it. All right, I got to get through this. I have to get through this.
Okay.
I have to
go.
After the events of May 20th, 2023, I believed that I became pregnant with Mr. Echard's child. I was not sexually active with anyone else around this time period. So if I became pregnant, the only person who could be the father was Mr. Echard. On May 31st, 2023, I took a home pregnancy test, which showed a faint positive result. To confirm this, I went to a local Banner urgent care facility the next day on June 1st, 2023, and I told them I might be pregnant and I needed to confirm this. The nurse gave me a test and informed me the test result was positive for pregnancy. It was not a blood test, it was a pee test. I later told Mr. Echard I was pregnant, and he immediately became hostile and angry. He denied that he could be the father. On June 19th, I went to Mr. Echard's home to discuss the situation with him. I brought the positive pregnancy test results to show him, but he refused to believe me. At that time, he gave me a home pregnancy test that he purchased, and he demanded that I take the test in front of him, which I did. That test also showed a positive result. On July 23rd, I had some bleeding and passed some tissue, which made me worry that I might have miscarried. I sent photos of the tissue to a healthcare provider. I didn't go to the hospital or anything like a normal person would do. No, I sent photos to a telehealth provider because that's normal. I'm sorry, I'm continuing on now. Who said it was not clear whether a miscarriage had occurred. And so then I didn't go to the hospital to confirm it. I didn't go to an OBGYN to confirm it. I just decided not to do anything. A few days later, around July 25th, I took another pregnancy test to try and determine if I was still pregnant. The test was positive. On August 1, 2023, before I filed my paternity case against Mr. Echard, I took another pregnancy test. This test was again positive. I really like taking pregnancy tests. It's fun. Between August 1st and early October 2023, I experienced weight gain, especially in my abdomen, as shown in the photos below, taken on September 19th, 2023, and October 9, 2023.
Okay, can I just say that these are the pictures, by the way, that she called the FBI to report that Dave Neal was sharing revenge porn pictures of her. So she's now releasing them again to the public. And here's the warp in the door, by the way. Can I? So Reddit found that this door here, the door frame in this video is warped. Do you see that warp in the door?
Yep, there's some very interesting videos on photo programs that would cause that if you stretch a picture or anything too.
We also learned from that case in Australia that the woman in that case was actually taking a drug from a fertility clinic that one of the side effects is a distended belly, like a swelling of the belly. And so she had very realistic looking fake pregnancy.
Do women normally arch their backs like that when taking pictures? God, that looks... I'm trying to do that pose.
I don't know.
I'm going to try to stick my ass out. Nobody can see me while I'm doing this, so that's good. I'm just going to try this at home. Jesus, that is harder than hell to do. Oh, God. Lord, that feels like a workout, man. I think I'm burning some glutes. Ugh.
It's funny they didn't include the picture of her jumping horses a week before this picture was taken with no belly whatsoever. Number 12.
When I appeared in court on October 24, 2023, I was not wearing a fake moon belly, nor did I do anything of any kind to alter my physical appearance. In fact, I had a blood pregnancy test taken shortly before the hearing on October 16th, 2023. And that blood test confirmed again I was still testing positive for pregnancy.
Yeah, at 104, which is not the correct number, but anyway.
On November 14th, 2023, I went to seek care from a gynecologist facility called Mom Doc after I started bleeding. I was worried I may have lost the pregnancy. Below are some excerpts from the records of that visit. But not the entire document. I'm not going to give you the entire document because who knows what it says on there, so I will give you excerpts. Possible pregnancy.
What the actual hell? Tog?
I'm reading over the document real quick. Yeah.
What the actual hell? What do you mean possible pregnancy? Isn't this woman in front of you? Doesn't she have a big belly? Patient states, so it's all self-reported. She had a positive HPT in June, then had a pregnancy confirmed by Planned Parenthood. She had an initial U.S. ultrasound there, which showed a twin pregnancy. She did not have subsequent care. What kind of person finds out that they're pregnant with twins, they're high risk, they have epilepsy, and they never seek any prenatal care?
Would there be documentation of the initial ultrasound?
Yeah, she didn't go to Planned Parenthood. That's a lie. They don't have her. She claims she went there anonymously. You cannot go to Planned Parenthood anonymously. It's just like going to any hospital. You have to give them your name because HIPAA protects you. So it's not like they're going to tell anyone you were there, but they have to have it for federal law purposes and state law purposes. And started bleeding a few weeks after the ultrasound. Patient reports she passed 2 sacs, which appeared to have a membrane, but denies having much bleeding outside of that. She was worried about what that could mean and continued to take HPT to assess if she was... So instead of going to the doctor after that happened, she just continued to take P tests, monitoring on her own. She ordered her own HCG through Labs Now type place, which showed a very low HCG level. It almost feels like the person writing this doesn't believe her. She was told this was not consistent with a viable pregnancy. Look at that. That place in the one she says she got the blood test in October, that's the one, Labs Now. They told her that was not consistent with a viable pregnancy. She reports she had bleeding last week that was like a period and lasted 2 days. She comes to Mom Doc to find out if she is still pregnant. Pregnancy was unplanned. Now, we don't get the results. That's it. That's all she gives us.
That's all self-reported. That's all self-reporting.
Right. Self-report. No doctor observed anything. And I think it's also strange they didn't talk about her belly or any... Did they do an exam? Did they order an ultrasound? It would be negligent if a pregnant woman walks in and says, I don't think I'm pregnant anymore, and I'm 24, 26 weeks along, and you don't order an ultrasound immediately. And if she did get an ultrasound and they did verify it, why is she withholding this information? Was she just trying to set up everyone?
Is that all we're going to get? Is that it?
Yeah, that's all. That's all we're going to get. I was given 2 pregnancy tests at Mom Doc, and both results showed negative. This is when I learned I was no longer pregnant. When I went to the appointment at Mom Doc, the nurse had me get on a scale to record my weight. At that time, I weighed 133 pounds, blah, blah, blah. Appearance, well-developed, well-nourished, well-groomed, in good apparent health, good hydration, normal tone, normal to inspection, no lesions on her skin. Symmetrical pupils, normal, whatever. I weighed myself on a scale at home a few days ago. The scale showed 91.9 pounds, meaning I have lost over 40 pounds since the moon bump court appearance less than 6 months ago. I did not lie about being pregnant with Clayton's children from the time I first tested pregnant on May 31st until the time Mom Doc told me I was no longer pregnant on November 14th. But there's no explanation as to why she told Judge Mata that she didn't know when she lost the babies. She now says she did know on November 14th.
So all even she's saying is that she went into this place after doing her own testing, her own labs, and this place said you're not pregnant.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting.
That's what we get out of this. She's still not... We have the only medical place she actually went into and was seen by an actual doctor. The result was not pregnant. Mom Doc told me I was no longer pregnant on November 14th. I took numerous pregnancy tests, more than half a dozen, including home tests, lab tests, urine tests, and a blood test, not blood tests. All those tests, every single one, showed a positive pregnancy result. No, the blood test showed not a viable pregnancy result. No, General T, this one was in person. This is the only in-person visit we know about. I did not take any drugs, hormones, vitamins, or do anything else to tamper with HCG tests or my HCG levels. Based on every fact known to me, I believe that I was pregnant with Mr. Echard's twins, which unfortunately ended with a miscarriage or other known cause in or around mid-November 2023. Well, then why didn't she tell Judge Mata that when Judge Mata asked her very directly, when did you miscarry? And she said she didn't know, and maybe a month or two before November. Yeah, I noticed that too, Samantha. She doesn't mention the ultrasound. So is she not gonna? She's just gonna pretend that doesn't exist anymore?
I mean, that's
Weird.
a whole lot of nothing that we just got. We got a whole lot of threat and a whole lot of believable.
Well, we got an
things, is what I'm
admission
saying.
that she knew for a fact she wasn't pregnant on November 14th. That's when she found out she miscarried, and she lied to Judge Mata and told Judge Mata it was probably a month or two before November.
Yeah, but
So
I mean,
there's another
their
lie.
side, their side, they just keep stacking up dates. They're gonna have to go with another narrative. I thought that was fascinating what you posted about the sonogram. You know where it came
Oh,
from.
the vanishing twins. That was in the Greg
Yeah.
Gillespie case. But yeah, it makes it. It's definitely all right. I gotta pop off. I'm
Anyway,
gonna leave you to do
okay.
super chats. Get that breadstick money. Get that groupie cash, honey.
All
Get
right.
it. All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right. So the thing that I took from this, aside from the threats, which were actually much more severe than I thought, because what I saw had a threat, but what was put up there, my God, the level of that. Again, you know, we're gonna leave Neal, the Neal family homeless and destitute. Okay. That's wild. It's crazy. And it's all based on I went in, I saw people, I self-reported all of this stuff happened. I asked them whether or not I was pregnant and not pregnant. That proves what again? I feel like, again, I get that this person is paid by that side to have a specific item that they promote, but my God. Anyway, let's hit some super chats here. So I'm going to go through everybody here, just hitting them, even if I mentioned it. Subi Sue, thank you for the first, of course. Megan Fox, did you come back again?
I'm back. I have breaking news that I have to share with you.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, folks. There's breaking news. Actually, this isn't breaking news, but it is a video I have not seen before. Someone zoomed in on the court video, and we have it. So hold on a moment while I pull it up, because this is unbelievable. Go ahead and add it to the stream. It's only going to be
like, I'm leaving. Oh, wait a minute. Here we are.
It's only 14 seconds. Watch this.
What the fuck?
That looked normal to you? Let's play that again.
That looks so bizarre.
It looks fake is what it looks like.
That looks so bizarre is what it looks like. Whoop. Whoop.
Okay. All right. Listen, those of you in the chat. Real belly 1. Moon bump 2. Real belly, pregnant belly 1, moon bump 2. Let's see what the chat thinks.
I'm looking for the ones.
I know, I'm looking for the ones too. We've got someone put 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All 2s so far. Does anybody, and be honest, if you think that could be a real belly, let us know. Fake AF is what the chat is saying.
I'm reading them all. If I'm silent, I'm just reading the chat there.
I know, me too. Okay, Scott thinks it's real. We've got 1. Scott. Jim Schuler puts a 3 in the chat. You're just being ornery. 1 3/4. We got 1 person so far who has said 1. Oh, man.
It seems so bizarre. For a minute there, I thought one of her sleeves disappeared. Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
And that is, it's also a really strange outfit. Why would you wear flesh-colored sleeves? It's almost like that's supposed to be a bodysuit. I don't know what to tell you here. Other than I don't think a jury looking at this, because this is going to be my evidence, by the way. This is going to be part of my evidence. If he's going to haul me in front of a jury, I'm going to play this for the jury. And you're my jury in the chat right now. 1 for real, 2 for fake. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable that I think this looks fake when all of you think it looks fake too. You're a jury of my peers. Do you think this looks fake? Yeah, that's a bodysuit, you guys. It's a bodysuit. It's like a, that's my guess, is that it's a full bodysuit with a belly attached to it somehow. Because why else would you wear that ugly nude colored shirt? Like, it's not fashionable. It's not pretty. It's supposed to look like skin, but she's so skinny that the sleeves don't fit, so they don't look like skin. It looks like a shirt because she's so little. Is it a fat suit, Tug?
I'm looking up moon bumps and like just to see them on people.
Like if we could find one that is it a full-on fat suit though? Like, did she wear a fat suit to make her look like she's 40? She gained 40 pounds?
Moon bump. Worn incorrectly. That's what I'm looking for, like I said, images that'll.
It's so weird.
Well, it's interesting because if you look up like moon bump pictures and how the stuff fits, you know, they show people supporting it and moving, you know, their hands around and stuff. It's just kind of strange when you look it up.
I'm going to try searching moon bump bodysuit. I mean, because I don't understand this. I don't. There's something weird about this. Like, why would you wear that skin-colored shirt? I don't get it. Are you finding anything?
Yeah, I'm just looking at, like I said, moon bumps, you know, and just some of them are so bizarre, but some of them, they remind me a little of the picture with the door. A little bit, you know. I mean, there's some. I want to look at that picture and the warpage around it. I want to look at that more closely too.
Yeah, I don't have that video or thing, but if you have it, all right, I'm out of here. I'm leaving now.
Yes,
for real. I'm really leaving. Okay, I will not be back.
All right. She's like, I'm on. Okay, I am back. Wait. Okay. Subi Sue, again, gifted membership. Thank you. 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you. And the gift. I did these at the beginning, but I'm going through everything. 7 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, by the way, Subi Sue. Appreciate you. Fallen Hero, thank you for the gifted membership. Again, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Matt Redqueen, thank you for the gifted membership, too. Appreciate that. Thank you. Bruce from Oregon, thanks for the 20 there. Evidence is greater than PR. Thanks for standing up for Dave Neal. Cheers, Bruce from Oregon. Again, Dave Neal stuff makes me angry. Subi Sue, thanks for the 5. Love Megan and Tug. Thank you. Appreciate you, Subi Sue. It's a Mo. Thank you for the 5 there. I know we feel protected. Dave, Megan, if you're at the bar, she answered that actually. So Heather, thanks for the 5. I really hope he gets to the bar. He's a total jerk. Elaine wasn't this ridiculous. I mean, even Elaine wasn't like, I'll see your children in a crock pot. I mean, it's like, what in the world? Cindy, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Appreciate that. What's up, Shannon? Brian Chronicles, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you for that. That kicks the total 13, too. Thank you. Appreciate that. Heather, thanks for the 2. Gangrene's crazy. He's just as sick as her. Man, that threat. I mean, it's something. You know, it is something. I feel like I need to put that in the background while I'm talking. You know, it's right here. So people, you know, if they run across it, I want to highlight like what was said there, that part. And again, this was removed from what's there now. So, Emma, thanks for the 10. So yesterday, Dingus compared himself to Clayton. Today, he's saying he's an ARPist. He's promoting that thing that, but he claimed to have been through the same thing. What's it say about Dingus? Cynic, what's up, Cynic in Chief? Thanks for the 5 there. Gang Ring hasn't done near enough for the bar to care. I, however, is smart and is monetizing his idiocy. Davis protected by Tennessee's anti-slap law. Indeed. That's the one thing. The anti-slap law in Tennessee is pretty solid. So, I mean, that's going to be a rough one to go for. But hey, Natasha, thanks for the 5. It sounds like Gingras listened to Dave's live stream today. Dave Neal is clearly done. A new fire in his belly. Still kinda, but a new fire. Yeah, hey, like I said, Dave, I think, has his kindness really mistaken for weakness by some of these folks here. And that's not a good mistake to make, you know, because I mean, Dave has looked at all the evidence that is there. If this is, again, you know, I don't know if that mom doc had popped up before, but if that's, you know, that's their big womb. Look right here. This proves everything beyond a shadow of a doubt. Check that out. No, not at all. Blah, 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 blah. Thanks for the 5 there. Is it possible G is doing this for Clayton to drop this, thinking he's protecting Dave Neal? He's also asked Craig how much CE meant to him. Well, I wonder, you know, we've talked about, so I actually had this conversation because, again, all of this stuff is a puzzle. And I wonder with actions, if coming in and the way that the way he went after Woodnick, you know, a lot of people have said that was to get him to drop. And it looks like it's the same thing, you know, go after people that have been loud about this. Go after people and try to silence them. And you see that. I mean, you see that stuff. Subi Sue, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships, by the way. Thank you, Subi Sue, yet again. Thank you. I appreciate you. K-Matt Redwing, thanks for the 5. Today, all discovery from Laura was due at court, April 19th. Wonder if filed a mortician to delay, or if it made it there. We'll see. We'll see what happened. Beach Lover, thanks for the 2. He's online fishing for defense and stirring the pot. Yeah, you know, the thing, he's trying this in social media. And it is fascinating to see. I mean, it is, because, you know, this is the best counter they have to offer. And it keeps changing. You know, it's narrative. It's developing as we go. But this is the best they have to offer to counter what you've seen. You have to ask yourself, is any of that working at all? So, K-Man, let's see. All discovery was due. Court today, per judge's order. Wonder if it made it not sanctions, condemned to court. Like I said, we'll see what happened with all of that. And I'm curious. Simone, thanks for 2. Breadstick money. Yeah, indeed. Crafty Granny, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Appreciate you. Thank you. Susan, thanks for the 10 there. Megan Tug, I believe this ass is trying to trap y'all into slipping up online to attempt to bust her lies. My goodness. Dude. Yeah, get that group cash trade. You know, again, It's fascinating because you're looking at it as a spectator. You're seeing this, and you're seeing what's presented. And they have, again, they have no qualm sharing anything. That includes names of people that have not been listed in court. So, yeah, that's fascinating. The idea is they can share this with the public. They can respond to the public, but you're not allowed to comment as the public. So it's like, no, that doesn't work that way. So strange. Thomas, thanks for the 20 there. Even more breadsticks. Breadsticks. Gotta love those breadsticks, baby. Jermaine, thanks for the 5. Whatever Douche Canoe says, the judge is the arbiter of credibility. Methinks her changing narrative will not bode well for her. Hashtag horse shorts. Who wears horse shorts? Oh no. Heather, thanks for the 2. He never brings the other cases. I wonder why. He says he's going to talk about the other cases soon. So we'll see. We'll see what pops up there. I wonder if they'll come complete with that. Like I said, I read that one case. I read her statement, and her own statement, the way the narrative is crafted. And you can go through that documentation yourself. But her own statement, it notes this guy, he complained to the police because she contacted a person that he was with. I don't want to say that's his new girlfriend or whatever. He was with this woman, and she finds her on Facebook. She sends her this message, and the person calls the police about it. And from that call, she says they come to her. They ask her about claims instead of being like, yo, stalkers say what? Her own statement. She's saying, well, come to her. They ask her about it. Then she ends up contacting sheriff. They talk about how to file a protective order. And this person ends up with 8-year protective order. I mean, it's wild by her own statements on that. And her statements about violence in that document were statements about bedroom. It was about things that were done in the bedroom, and they were done multiple times. And then afterwards she was saying, well, restaurants, he was at a restaurant. There was no protective order or anything. She would be like, oh, he popped up and he was staring. Again, his statement said that she was, I believe his sister lived in the area. Again, we'll have to read through all of that, but it's just something. Tina, thanks for the 5. I found a sick bunny in my yard. I needed to search how to care for him. Learned very quickly not to search rabbit toy. Oh no. No. I've learned there are a lot of things that you do not search on Twitter. I'm telling you. You'll learn that lesson one day because Twitter has no safe search function. You'll find some very bad things. So I have a kid coming back, I think. Give me 1 second here. Yes, ma'am. Do what? Oh, is that one with the short straw? Okay, I'm almost done, baby. I'll be done in a few minutes, and then we'll get a brand new one. Okay, I'll get you a brand new one. Let me read through these. I just got a few more. I go upstairs for a few minutes, and then I'll tell you when I'm done. Okay, I'll be done in just a few minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Love you.
Maybe as low as you can.
Huh?
As low as you
I'll
can.
get them. I'll get them.
Play the ball again, Master.
Maybe we'll see. Okay.
Do 10 laps.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Go upstairs and I'll think about it. Okay. All right. Rhea Ryan, thanks for the 2. She's cray. We seen her. Hashtag yikes. Indeed. Wendy Bono, thanks for that. What the heck kind of medical record is that? It looks fake as hell. It definitely looks like it's just the presentation Again, what did that medical record say to us? Mara, thanks for 5. Gingrich needs to stop trying to rewrite history in return for making a buck. Sue, thanks for the 2 there. Go to 147. I thought the zoomed in one actually helps a lot more. Boots on the ground, thanks for 5. She's lying. Lab now discloses they don't read to interpret your results. I literally took the same test. So that's fascinating too. I need to look through their terms, just to see what they say on there. That's fascinating. I'm gonna look at that. Beach Lover, thanks for the 2. He's trying case online to fine tune his story. Yeah, there's the other thing there too. Like he keeps bringing up the Clayton crew or the Justice for Clayton crew, right? He says that over and over again. There's 2 things going on, and it started this way. There's a case in the court, but there's hearts and minds. There's trial by social media. And some people ask for that. That's what was requested there. And now it's basically lawyering the case of hearts and minds. Like this, ladies and gentlemen of the online jury. Janice Ball, thanks for 5. At some port, comma, will be a biatch, and that belly is super fake. And thanks for the 5 there. Enjoy watching you, Tug and Megan. Here's for the breadstick fun. Breadsticks. Gonna eat some good breadsticks tonight. Fried Eyes, thanks for 2. Home maternity shirt magnet. Be home maternity shirt magnet. I'll look that up. Oh, got another little one coming back. 1 second. Oh, you brought an ice cream bar? Is that what this is?
Yeah, but
That's one of the treats from the other day. Yep. There you go.
that's from the tree.
Yeah, that's good. We ate good today, didn't we? You actually tried Greek food for your first time, right?
I know, try Greek food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, what did you say? You tried that Greek food? Did you like it? Did you like that?
Yeah, but I hate the wrappers in my mouth.
Well, don't open the wrapper with your teeth. You pull it off. That's how you do it, like this. See?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
There's a bottom of a teeth and a top.
Yeah, there is a bottom of the top. How do you tell the bottom of the top? It's the color of the chocolate. Is it the top? Is that how it is? Okay. Go upstairs.
It's like the pink at the top.
Okay, go upstairs. I'm almost done, baby. For real. I'll look at the Be Home maternity shop. Let me make a note of that. Yeah, she's got the what is that? Neapolitan. So she's telling me there's actually a top and a bottom to it. She's telling me the proper way to open it and hand it to her. I think that's hilarious. I'll pull those up and look through those. That's interesting. Chris, thanks for the 5 there. The moon bump is silicone. So if she only wore 1 layer, it would be obvious and her shirt would stick to it, hence the 2nd layer. I've never looked at like moon bumps in real life. I've never seen one. Catherine, thanks for the 5. Cluster B belly. That's great. That's funny. And Steph, thanks for the 2 there. All right. So we are caught up. I think I am being paged for dad duty, though. I think that's what's there. So, I am going to, I'm going to play the same song I entered with. I like that song. So we're going to do that one. And we're going to call it here. I think this has been an interesting one. I didn't plan to have one at all, but that's the way this stuff works, right? So anyway, will we see each other tomorrow? Maybe. We'll see. We will see. But I'm going to song you out. Appreciate you.
Passion beats in my whip on your boulevard. Watching your pills, very loyal flex, trying to act hard. Talk trash like you want to step to me. A player, baby, you ain't even an NPC. Fun time.